beautiful day, just about set to get underway.
Here's the first pitch.
First pitch.
First pitch of the ball game.
First pitch of the ball game. Let's do it.
First pitch from an Angels man on the mound tonight will come from Shohei Ohtani. 14th against the Rangers, 6 runs in 3 2/3, tied for the second most runs allowed in a start in his career. Ohtani so far in the season, 7.5 ERA, just getting going. He's lost his first 2 starts on the mound. But then the outing against the Astros on opening day, if you go further back, was more Ohtani-ish. 1 run, 9 Ks, 4 2/3. Here's his career line against Houston. And Cliff, I mean, we saw a lot of Houston. We've seen a lot of Houston the last few years. I mean, this lineup is not afraid of Shohei Ohtani and his fastball and his splitter and the whole deal.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, as a opposing team, we never worry about who's on the mound, right? I can't be worried about Jake Peavy or Shohei Ohtani. You just got to worry about yourself. You know, our hitters meeting, we're going to dive into what makes him good. If he's struggling, what pitch is that? What pitch might he eliminate because he's not throwing it well? So, look, he's great for the game of baseball. But when we go between those white lines, hey, man, I got to eat too. And that's how you sort of approach a guy as good as he is, you know, as great as he is for our sport.
Yeah, you're right. Look, Ohtani has not fazed these Houston Astros. For the last few years, the division has went through Houston, and they've showed in 24 innings, I think it's almost like 16 earned runs. Tonight's a big start for him. Tonight's a big game for the Angels, I believe. We just talked about what that win meant for Philadelphia. I think it's equally important for Joe Maddon's club to go down into Houston with their guy tonight and win this series, show that they're for real, and we're going to be here all year, Houston.
So break it down for us. What are you seeing with Ohtani on the mound? Give us the Jake Peavy scouting report of the great Shohei
look,
Ohtani.
This guy, Shohei Ohtani, is as good as anybody we have in the league on the mound and at the plate. He's obviously struggled versus Houston. His last start, he struggled. Honestly, it's just execution. You see when he gets hit, balls are in the middle of the plate. They're missed locations. He's got the ability to hone it in. And look, you see that ball right there, breaking ball again to Jordan off the wall. This is the guy we need to see. This is opening day. Houston went in, took 3 of 4. He pitched really well, though, here, 9 strikeouts in just 4 innings. I'd like to see him work deep into the ball game, and really, like I said, if Shohei Ohtani and the Angels are going to get to the playoffs, it goes through Houston. He's got to be better offensively and on the mound versus Houston. Tonight's a big start for him.
That's a nice pitch. Some high cheese to Altuve.
When you see this, you think, all right, well, he's going to be fine. I mean, 99, 98, 97, all around the zone. You know, but you have to look at all this stuff right here. We're looking at this pitcher's game log, and you're going, okay, against Houston, I get it. But also when he starts, he struggles at the plate. You know, he hits 220 with, you know, when he starts. So
What,
he's
are you
a
sitting him,
superstar.
Cliff?
Huh?
You gonna sit him?
No, I'm not sitting.
He's got to play better versus Houston.
He does, and I think it's on his mind that he has to play better against Houston. And you know what? When you come to the ballpark, even when you're eating breakfast, eating lunch, heading to the park, you're thinking about, I got to be better against Houston.
Like, look, again, we just talked about Freddie Freeman and how big-time players. This is what I love to see. Shohei Ohtani is the star of our league. Tonight, he's got a chance to put the Angels on his back and make a statement. I look for him to do that.
By the way, Shohei's throwing even harder this year. His average fastball velocity first couple starts, 97.6. And also, in that last start, though, that you were shown, where he wasn't as good, he gave up a homer on the splitter. First time he's done that in his career.
Yeah, I mean, but then you look at some of the other hits and you're thinking, oh, the shift hurt him there and the shift hurt him here. A couple balls get through. If you're telling me he can't make any mistakes, then I'm going to say, all right, we're asking too much.
No, of course.
Well, when you look at some of the hits, you're thinking a regular position players, those balls are right to them possibly. I know the shift plays. I'm not going against the analytics. But if you're going to look at some of the struggles, you get a couple guys on base, you make one mistake, it's 3-0 as opposed to 1-0 solo.
Yeah, you're right. You know, look, bottom line, I think it's execution for him. You're right. The shift certainly plays, and we can all look at things go wrong. When Shohei is who he needs to be, he's executing more times than not. He's going to have to do that tonight in Houston to win.
His stuff is off the charts. It's the only thing is you need him fast. We know he's going to be okay for the season, but the Angels need prime Shohei Ohtani because it's been a
first
minute.
Place.
Yeah, they're 7-5. No, I know.
Hey, 7-5 means something when we talk about this team down in the standings for a long time. I mean, it's like when they're going to show up, when they're going to get some starting pitching and help these superstars they have. They got one.
I'm the cynical guy today then. I'm like, all right, let's talk in July. Let me see where their pitching's at.
Well, hey, L.A. Angels, be happy.
Yeah, let's see.